Okay, so these are the notes for today. We're learning to write equations from word problems. Um, and these equations are going to have variables on both sides. So what we talked about in class today was kind of getting organized, and I used a lot of color coding so that we can see what's going on. So for number one, it says Mrs. Laird's food delivery membership costs $120 to sign up and then charges $6 per delivery. So I like to circle my numbers. All right, and I'm going to keep Miss Laird's information in red. All right, and then it says $120 to sign up and then charges $6 per, it's a keyword that I want to box in, delivery. And then we've got Miss Colvin's food delivery service costs $60 to sign up and then charges $9 per delivery charge. So then it says how many deliveries. I like to underline the question. How many deliveries? So that means that my variable, I'm just going to say D equals deliveries. Will Mrs. Colvin and Miss Laird's be the same? So this word right here, that is my equal sign. Okay, so when I put this stuff together, I'm going to make sure that I set them equal to each other. And then for the red side of the equation, I'm going to do $120 startup cost for Miss Laird's service, and then $6 per. That per tells me to attach the 6 to the variable. So it's 120 plus 6 deliveries, $6 per delivery. And then on the other side of the equation in blue, it costs $60 to start up with Miss Colvin's service. And then we're also going to charge an additional $9 per delivery. So this is my equation right here. And then on the notes, I gave you a little word bank down here. 120 plus 6 times the variable equals 60 plus 9 times the variable. So 120 plus 6 times the variable right here equals 60 plus 9 times the variable. So this would match with letter E. And that's all we're doing, is really just a matching game. All right, so let's look at zoo membership. We've got Miss Kelly's zoo membership starting at $120. Again, I like to circle the numbers. And it costs $9 each for her. All right, that first sentence, I'm going to stay with the first sentence, and I am going to look for some keywords. Starts at $120. She's using a discount that reduces, I'm going to box that in, reduces the cost by $9 each. That each tells me to attach that 9 to the variable, so that is a key word. Reduce is a key word because it tells me that the cost is going down. This is a subtraction word. All right, now Drew's zoo membership I'm going to do in blue. It says his starts at 60, and I'm going to circle the other number down here. But extra fees are being added, keyword added. So I know there's going to be a plus sign on Drew's side of the equation. And then $6 each. That tells me to attach the 6 to the variable. And then what was my question? How many months? I'm going to use M equals months. All right, so now we're going to get this equation built. I'm going to start with the red. It says 120 reduces, so that's a subtraction, $9 each. It tells me that that 9 is attached to my variable. In this case, I chose to use an M. Could I use any variable? Of course. And down here, we used X's all the time. All right, now the blue side. It says Drew's membership starts at $60. But extra fees are being added. So add $6 each, $6 per month. So 120 minus $9 per month, and then $60 plus $6 per month. So if I'm trying to match those up, 120 minus 9 times the variable, that's got a plus sign here. 120 minus 9 times the variable equals 60 plus 6 times the variable. Yes. Number 2 is matched up with letter B. Okay, the last one. We've got Olivia's bank account and Marcus's bank account. So I'm going to deal with Olivia in red. $120 and $9. I'm circling the numbers. And now I'm going to look for some keywords. Olivia has $120 in her bank account. Spends. That seems like a keyword to me. If I'm spending money, I'm losing money from my account. So that is subtracting from my account. And then each day, remember each is kind of the same as per. It's going to tell me to attach that 9 to my variable. All right, let's look at Marcus's information. Marcus has $60 in his bank account. He is also spending, again, that's subtraction, $6 each day. Each is telling me to attach that 6 to my variable. And then the question is, I like to underline my question, how many days? And again, same amount means equal. Okay, so let's build the red side of my equation. Olivia has $120, so she's got positive 120, and she spends $9 each day. She spends $9, and I forgot to define my variable. I'm going to say D for days. She spends $9 per day. Attach the 9 to the variable. All right, and then we've got Marcus has $60, and he is also spending $6 per day. So here's my equation. Box it in. And then box this one in up here. All right, so let's see which match is down here. We've got 120 minus 9D. 120 minus 9 times the variable equals 60 minus 6 times the variable. Yes. 120 minus 9. Yep. This would be answer choice A. So these are very, very similar to what's in your homework tonight. If you go into Canvas, you will see an assignment that says variables on both sides matching. You need to complete that assignment in Canvas. You can use these notes. Come back to this video anytime for help. Okay.